Okay, so the play, as you can see I don't know, I told you to read, to start reading the play. I hope that you have started doing that. Maybe I should put off this light behind me. Maybe it's causing. It's causing me maybe distraction from the screen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen, boys and girls?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Now, yeah. The play, as I mentioned here, the beginning of the play, when the audience, well, I mean, the whole entire city of Thebes coming to the king to tell him, we are in terrible problem and we want you to help us. And of course, you can see in the film, as I showed you a little bit of it, when the spokesman was telling him, you know, this old man, this elder, he was speaking to him, and you know, he was telling him what was going on. Okay, notice how he. I think I will start from the beginning again. Here, Oedipus came, as I said. Oh, my children, the new blood of ancient Thebes, why are you here, huddling to my altar, praying before me? Your branches wound in wool. Our city reeks with the smoke of burning incense. You know, he's asking them, why are you here? And the whole city seems to be coming to my altar, to the place where, you know, the main entrance, or the main, if you like, the main big, sort of like a large, huge desk, which is called altar. And praying here, he said, praying before me, your branches of wound in wool, again, the branches that they were carrying with them as a sign of respect for the king. Again, burning incense means burning these, you know, this kind of, well, the word incense, you know, this you know, like herbal stuff which you burn, which gives you really smell, lovely smell. In Arabic, we call this al-bakhur. And this is really, it's called here incense. Burning incense rings with cries for the healer and wailing for the dead. I thought it wrong, my children, to hear the truth from others' messengers. You know, he said, okay, I want to hear it from you. Tell me what's wrong with you. And of course, here he said, here I am myself. All you know me would know, the world knows my fame. I am Oedipus. And we say Oedipus. We pronounce the word Oedipus and stress on the first syllable. We say Oedipus. Okay, we say Oedipus. The American way, American spelling or American accent is different than the English. You know, in English we say Oedipus, not Oedipus. You know, some other people pronounce it like this. I don't like it, but here it is. I'm saying it. We say Oedipus. Helping a priest to his feet. Speak up, my old man. Speak up, old man. Your years, your dignity, you should speak for the others. Why here you and kneeling? What praise upon you so? Look at the verb praise upon you so. Means who really made you, who chased you, who forced you, who you know, pushed you to come to me here like that. Some sudden fear, some strong desire. You can trust me. I am ready to help. I'll do anything. I would be blind to misery, not to pity my people kneeling at my feet. Yeah, as a good king saying yes, I'm ready to listen to, help, because I'm your king and I love you and you should love me, and I honor you and I will do what you really like. And then the priest said, oh Oedipus, king of the land, our greatest power, you see us before you now, men of all ages clinging to your altars. This old man started his really lovely speech here saying, you are our great man, our great king, and you are our Lord, the greatest of lords. Again, our greatest power, meaning the whole power of the nation, of course. You see us before you now, men of all ages clinging to your altars. Here are boys still too weak to fly from the nest, and here the old bowed down with the years. The holy ones, a priest of Zeus, myself. So he started to count the many people. He said, everybody, the boys, the weak men. Again, notice here, weak to fly from the nest, meaning the boys, they still young children. They are still really young. And here he's comparing the children to birds, flying or starting to fly or to move out of the nest as normally the birds do. And really, this is a lovely image here about what he's saying here. A priest of Zeus, myself, and here they picked unmarried men, the young hope of Thebes, and all the rest. He's counting to him everybody. Men, old men, young children, young men, unmarried men. Everybody. He said, and he said, these men, these young people are the hopes. They are the hope of Thebes, and all the rest. Your great family gathers now. And I think this is nice the way he's saying, we are your family, the whole nation is yours. So we feel that you are our father, like a father-like. Branches wreathed, massing in the squares, saying we came with all these wreaths, these laurel, wreaths of laurel, like we use for decorations and for really to show respect and to show love. When you say massing in these squares, means we are all gathered, to mass, from the verb, from the noun mass, really means, the huge group of people. Kneeling before the two temples of Queen Athena. We are all here kneeling before the queen, the goddess, our goddess Athena, or the river shrine where the embers glow and die, and Apollo sees the future of the ashes. He's counting to him, mentioning all these gods, Athena and, the river god or the river shrine. Again, he means Athena, of course, the queen Athena. And, again, he's saying Apollo, one of those gods who was the angry one, to have caused this curse upon our friend Oedipus. Let me put off this AC for a minute. Noisy. Yeah. And then he goes on really in a lovely long speech, he said, our city, look around you, see with your own eyes, our ship pitches wildly, cannot lift her head from the depth. And here he counts the whole situation of the city. Even he said, the city itself. Look around you and you see the whole city itself. And he started to say, you can see it in your own eyes, the way the whole thing is sad. He said, the ships He said, pitches wildly, means absolutely not moving, dying, cannot lift her head. The city or the ships or the ship or whatever, of course, you can use it. From the depth, the red waves of death. Again, look at how the comparisons and the images uses that, as if the whole city is dying, and the waves of the sea also is a sea of death, and the waves are the waves of death. Thebes is dying, he said it to him clearly. A blight on the fresh crops and the right pastures. A blight. Really, we can use the word here, a blight. Really, it's the same like when we say in Arabic, al-la'na. La'natun qad hallat alayna. Al-la'na. Really, that's what blight. Or you can say, as we say, mihna. Or balwa. Bala'un, really. Blight, bala. Absolutely. Yeah. And really, he's saying here that this blight, this balwa, is everywhere, He said, on our crops and our pastures, cattle stricken and die, and the women die in labor, children stillborn, and the plague. Again, use the word plague, ta'un. And the plague, the fiery god of fever, hurls down on the city. Notice here the word God. I told you last time, because of mythology, we don't use the word God in capital G. Because when you use it in capital G, means Allah, la ilaha illallah, al-wahid al-ahad. Only we write it when we use the capital G. We mean the modern sense of God, right? But here, when you see the small g, means it's in mythology, as if we say Arbabu al-amal, Rabbul Bayti, Rabbul al-Usra, etc., etc. We use the word Arbab, and notice here we say Arbab. We really mean in this, mythological, normal sense. We don't mean in any way anything to do with God Almighty. Please be careful. Never ever make this mistake, because it is a terrible mistake. The fiery god of fever hurls down on the city, his lightning slashing through us, raging plague in all its vengeance, devastating the house of Cadmus. The house, this is really interesting. In mythology, and funny enough, we have a city in Syria called Al-Qadmus. Yeah, we have a big city, a nice city, not really big. It's part of Hama, main governorate, I should say, governorate. It's called Al-Qadmus in Syria. It's really, it's maybe taken from here. You can see in the footnote, you can see that, if you like, it was the first. Originally, it's the name of the founder of the whole city of Thebes. The real founder of the city of Thebes was called Cadmus, and Cadmus here, he said, where is it? The house of Cadmus, and Black Death luxuriates in the raw, wailing miseries of Thebes. Look at this verb, luxuriates. I like that. This is a very funny verb, really. Normally we say luxury. We use the word as a noun, luxury. Luxury, but very rarely we use the word as a verb, luxuriates, meaning really is doing a lot of things with complete happiness and as if enjoying killing us. Death is enjoying the whole thing, in killing all of us. My God. Now we pray to you. You can't equal the gods. Your children know that. You know, he's saying to him, we know that you are a king. We know you are a king, but you are not a god like those gods. We know that, but you can do something. You know, we want you to help us. But we do rate you first of men, both in the common crises of our lives and face-to-face encounters with the gods. You freed us from the Sphinx. You know, he came back again to tell him about the Sphinx and how much the Sphinx was a horrible thing on Thebes. And when he came the first day when he, killed the Sphinx and got rid of it, and that's why they made him the king. You came to Thebes and cut us loose from the bloody tribute we had paid that harsh, brutal singer. You know, he means the Sphinx, the brutal singer. You can see the note, again, the footnote, really, you can see it there in the footnote, please. And I think this is the riddle, as you can see. Read the footnote number 6. And this is the riddle that I mentioned to you before, that the Sphinx used to ask people to solve the riddle, as we say, al-lughz, or al-uhjiya, as we say in Arabic. We taught you nothing, no skill, no extra knowledge. Still you triumphed, and God was with you. So they say, and we believe it. You lifted up our lives. So now again, Oedipus, King, we bend to you your power. We implore you, all of us on our knees, find us strength, rescue. Perhaps you have heard the voice of a god or something from the other men. Oedipus, what do you know? The man of experience, you see it everywhere, every day. His plans will work in a crisis. The first of all, act now, we beg you. Best of men, raise up our city. You know, he goes on and on and on. He's saying, please, we want you to help and to rescue us and to raise, as he said, to raise our city up again. Act, please do something. Act, defend yourself, your former glory. Your country calls you savior now. Yeah. الأمة تدعوك اليوم المنقذ. أنت المنقذ تقول الأمة. Wow. Very good. Yeah. Your country calls you savior now for your zeal, your action years ago. Yeah. And he goes on and on. And Oedipus, of course, said, okay, calm down. And here in the next speech, he said, my children, I pity you. I see, how could I fail to see what longings bring you here? Well, I know you are sick to death, all of you, but sick as you are, not one is sick as I. You know, he's saying, come on, you think you are ill, you think you are sick? I am like you, I feel the same. If you are in pain, I am also in pain. I know, I can see. Yeah, but what can I do? Your pain strickens each of you alone, each in the confines of himself, no other. But my spirit grieves for the city, for myself, and all of you. Wow, yeah. You say, yeah, if you are on your own, you grieve for your own. But being your king, I grieve for myself and for every one of you, because I feel that I am responsible for every one of you in the city. I am your king, so therefore I grieve for myself as well as for everybody in my city. Wow, what a lovely king. So yeah, I think that's a very nice thing to feel about being responsible. Yeah, but my spirit, he said, you know, he goes on, you have not weakened me. Sorry, but my spirit grieves for the city, for myself and all of you. I wasn't asleep dreaming. You haven't weakened me. You haven't wakened me. You know, he goes on, he said, I knew, I was not asleep. I can see. I was not dreaming. I can see what was going on. And you don't think you have awakened me. I know, I'm awake. I have wept through the nights. You must know that. لقد بكيت الليالي والليالي الطوال. عامر.
Hello, doctor.
Do you believe him?
Absolutely not.
Come on, Amir. Why?
I cried all the night. Doctor, don't believe politicians.
Oh, quiet. Be quiet. Amir, be quiet. Yeah. So he's saying, yeah, I was like you. Come on. And he goes on really in a nice way. I have wept through the nights. You must know that. Groping, laboring over many paths of thought. After a painful search, I found one cure. I acted at once. He said, yeah, I was not asleep. I knew what was going on. I tried to find a way, and I found one way. And I immediately acted, and I did something. And this is what I did. You know, he said, yeah, don't think I'm asleep. I found a cure, one solution. And this solution, this is what he said. I sent Creon, my wife's own brother. Arsaltu Nasibi Creon, Rahimi Creon. And what a shame, what's ironical. And you know, Creon is his real uncle. He is his real uncle, the brother of his own mother. And now the brother of his wife, which is really terrible. So he said, I sent Creon to Delphi, you know, to where the gods are. And I sent him to tell us what's going on. Apollo, the prophet's oracle. He said, at Delphi is the oracle where you can have, when you get the news from gods, the messages, you know, messengers get from Delphi. To learn what I might do or say to save your city or our city. Today is the day. So I sent Creon, and Creon is coming back, and today he's coming back, and he will tell us. He will tell us what's going on. And he said, okay, wait a minute, and he will be here. Today is the day when I count the days gone by. It torments me. What's he doing? Strange, he's late, he's gone too long. But once he returns, then I will be a traitor if I do not do all the God makes clear. He said, when he comes and tells me what's going on, I will immediately act. And if I don't, then you can call me a traitor. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Oedipus. And the priest said, timely words. Timely words. Timely words means, here he is. That's him. That's him. What do you say here in Oman? Do you have any saying in Oman when you say something and then and you mention somebody and somebody, Basmala?
I didn't understand you. Do you mean that when you talk about someone, but you use something to mention him?
No. When you talk about someone and then he suddenly appears or she suddenly appears.
ابن الحلال عن ذكره بيبان ممكن؟
ابن الحلال عن ذكره يبان. Very good.
طرين القط.
ايش؟
يعني not.
أيوة, this is the one I was looking for. Yeah. ذكرنا القط, I mean not. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And here they mentioned crayon and crayon arrived. That's what it means here. Timely words. The men over there are signaling crayon just arriving. Oedipus, and citing crayon, then turning to the altar. Lord Apollo, let him come with a lucky word of rescue, shining like his eyes. You know, he said, please come, you know, tell us good news, shining news like your eyes, lovely shining eyes. Oh, wow. Yeah. And notice, priest, welcome news, I think. He is crowned. Look, and the laurel wreath is bright with berries. Yeah, the berries and the wreath. You know, I don't know. I showed you before about the laurel, didn't I? Boys, I showed you the berries and the laurel before, didn't I? Hello?
I don't think so, Doctor.
Oh, really? I never showed you the laurel tree, what we call laurel.
No, Doctor.
Or maybe in other class. Yeah. Well, maybe I really don't have time to do that because time is running really. But let me, before I forget, let me speak about the exam, because many of you last time, I wanted to speak and I don't know how, by mistake, I clicked on the wrong button and I lost you. Now let me tell you, as I said last time, the material will be from as I said, from week 7, okay? From week 7 onwards. Week 7 till the end of week 11. From the beginning of week 7 till the end of week 11, as advertised in the outline that I sent you earlier on. That means including the poem, the poetry and the play by Eugene O'Neill, all of it. Okay, so Oedipus is not included. Only Oedipus is not included. The rest, they are included from week 7 till the end of week 11.
Doctor, you mean at the end of week 10, because week 11 is this week.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No, because in my plan, no, okay. Well, I'm saying Oedipus is not included. That's it. Oedipus is not included. Maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of time, so that's why maybe, yeah, I see what you mean. That's another. Thank you for reminding me. But anyway, the questions, as I said, as I told you last time, really will be easy and friendly. I hope the questions are friendly. Okay, so really, I asked you 2 passages, only 2 quotations, and an essay, a small and a short essay. I say in the quotations, 2 quotations to comment and to analyze like last time. These quotations could be anything, poetry, from the poetry which I have specified from week 7 onwards. Okay?
Doctor, what's the time period?
The exam will be as scheduled in Ramadan time, like this time, exactly like this time, 11:20. The exam is 11:20 like now.
Is it open book or not?
Sorry?
Is it an open book exam or not?
Well, I would say yes, it is open, no problem. Because you're at home. Come on, don't ask me this question. Because you're at home, how can I say you are opening up?
What about the cameras?
Sorry?
What about the cameras, doctor?
Cameras? No cameras. Forget
Yes.
about cameras. I don't care about cameras. You want to show me yourselves? No problem.
No.
No, doctor, thanks.
I know you want to hide somewhere behind cupboards and do something fishy. No problem.
And it's Ramadan.
Yeah. I believe you. Wallahi, I believe you. Yes. Okay, so the exam, as I said, 1 hour 40 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes. The questions can be answered in 1 hour 20 minutes. The questions can be answered in 1 hour 20 minutes. I will give you extra time for submission, but if you have a class after that, you know, it's not my mistake. I'm telling you, the exam is only 1 hour 20 minutes and 40 minutes. It can be done. Okay, the exam like today for 20 marks, the same thing, 2 questions, 2 quotations and 1 essay. 2 quotations, 1 essay. For each quotation 15 minutes, the second quotation 15 minutes, and the essay 40 minutes, and you can done. You can be done. Okay? All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Now, let's go back to business. Here, Crayon saying, sorry, Crayon have not yet spoken, but Oedipus is receiving him here. He said, notice, Oedipus, we will soon see. He is close enough to hear. Enter Crayon from the side. His face is shaded with a wreath. Crayon, Prince, my kinsman, what do you bring us? What message from the god? Crayon, good news. I will tell you even the hardest things to hear. If they should turn out well, we would be well. Of course, but what were the God's words? There's no hope and nothing to fear in what you have said so far. Crayon, if you want my report in the presence of these, pointing to the priests while drawing Oedipus toward the palace, I'm ready now, or we might go inside. And you know, Oedipus, being very arrogant, said, of course, you say it in front of everybody. I don't care. Speak out. Speak out. Speak to all of us. I grieve for these, my people, far more than I fear for my own life. To go back to Amar's idea, he said, yeah, I care for my people more than I care for myself. Very well. I will tell you what I heard from the god. Apollo commands us. He was quite clear. And he said, drive the corruption from the land. Don't harbor it any longer. Past all cure. You know. And he goes on, don't nurse it in your soil. Root it out. This is it. So he said, there is corruption in this land, and we have to root it out. We have to take it away, to kick it away of the whole town, to cure us. And he said, don't harbor it. Don't keep it. Don't protect it. Don't save it. Don't, you know, give it a safe haven, as we say, harbor like a haven. Yeah, and of course, that's the message. And of course, it's, you know, for Oedipus, how can we cleanse ourselves? What rights? Oh, كيف لنا أن نطهر أنفسنا? How? Cleanse here, really cleanse means to purify, to absolutely clean and cleanse ourselves, because cleaning, to clean your body, and cleanse is spiritually cleaning your spirit and your moralities or whatever. He said, what can we do? What is the source of the trouble? And the Creon said, banish the man or pay back blood with blood. Murder sets the plague storm on the city. So he said, you know, kick the man away who did this murder. What murder? Whose murder? Whose fate does Apollo bring us light? Bring to light? He said, what murder? Who killed whom? Our leader, my lord, was once a man named Laius, before you came and put us straight on course. So he said, our past leader, before you came, he was the one who was killed and murdered. Our king. And Oedipus said, I know, so I have heard. I never saw the man myself. Well, again here, irony of situation, because we know that he did, but of course, he didn't know that was his father. Saying, I've heard that he was killed, right? Well, he said, I've seen him myself. Okay, I think its time is up. I will stop here. Is the time? Let me check. How? Let me check. I'm not sure. Sorry, boys. Let me check the timing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. It means, oh, we still have time. Oh, very good. Because I thought, yeah, it's 12, it's finished. Yeah, we have plenty of time. Yeah. So he's saying here that I've heard that he was killed, but nobody told me, you know, exactly what. Notice, well, he was killed, and Apollo commands us now. He could not be more clear. Pay the killer back, whoever is responsible. Where on earth are they? Where to find it now? The trail of the innocent, of the ancient guilt so hard to trace. Here in Thebes, he said, whatever is sought for can be caught, you know. Whatever is neglected spills away. Yeah, we say in Arabic the same thing. لا يموت حق ووراءه مطالب. Isn't it? Huh?
Yes.
Exactly. So here he's saying, you know, we should have done something, and you know, we should find. So that's what he said. Whatever is sought, if you search for your right, you will find it. And he's saying, whatever is sought for can be caught. Whatever is neglected slips away. If you neglect it, yeah, people will forget it. Oedipus, but where? In the palace? The fields or foreign soil? Where did Laius meet his bloody death? Yeah, Oedipus is asking, I think, clear questions. He said, where did he die? Where did he get killed? You know, who killed him? Where was he killed? Crayon. He went to consult an oracle, Apollo said, and he set out and never came home again. Meaning Laius, the old king, went away to meet the gods, and then he never came back. Because Apollo knew the story. Because Apollo is the god, you know. And Oedipus said, no messenger, no fellow traveler saw what happened. Someone to cross-examine. Nobody was with him. Can we see? Can we have anybody to testify, to check, to ask, to, you know, to examine, to cross-examine, to see? Can anybody tell us? No, they were all killed but one. No, everybody, all of them were killed except one. One, he escaped him terrified. He could tell us nothing clearly, nothing of what he saw, just one thing. So only one man was saved, and he couldn't tell us anything. And he disappeared. He told us something we did not really understand. And what did he say? He said, what was that? What's that? One thing could hold the key to it all. Maybe what he said could lead us to something. A small beginning give us grounds for hope. As we say, you know, we can at least, as we say in Arabic, we can at least find the, you know, the beginning of the track, you know, the beginning of, you know, as we say, the end of the thread, as we say. We can at least catch the end of the thread. Crayon. He said, thieves attacked him. Thieves. So thieves, not one. Thieves attacked him, a whole band, a group of thieves. Not single-handed, cut King Laius down. So, you know, so the whole, he said, the whole gang killed and cut King Laius, you know, and killed him, Oedipus. A thief, so daring, so wild, he would kill a king? Yeah, I think this is strange. You know, a thief, why a thief should kill a king? I mean, thieves are thieves. You know, they don't kill kings. And he said, a thief normally normally a thief is coward. You know, normally thieves are cowards, really. Notice, a thief so daring, so wild. Is this possible? Is this thief a strange, crazy thief? Can he kill a king? Why? A king? Why? Come on. Impossible unless conspirators paid him off in Thebes. Maybe a thief would do it if he was pushed by somebody in the city. Maybe they gave him money to go and kill the king. Yeah, could be. This, and that's what here we say, conspirators. Conspirators. So there is a conspiracy. Mu'amara. Mu'amara. Yes. Yeah. Conspirators. Al-muta'amirina. Yes. Well, Crayon, we suspected as much, but with Laius dead, no leader appeared to help us in our troubles. He said, yeah, we really thought so. But you see, since we had no leader, we didn't know what to do. We were really in trouble. He said, trouble? What trouble? Your king was murdered. Royal blood. What stopped you from tracking down the killer then and there? Then and there. Means right there at the spot. Why didn't you find it there? Don't wait now. How can you, a king, a royal blood to be killed and nobody would look for him? I can't believe it, he said. What stopped you? Crayon. The singing, riddling sphinx. Oh, so that horrible sphinx stopped us. This singing, horrible, savage, animal, human creature, the sphinx. She, notice here we used she, persuaded us to let the mystery go and concentrate on what lay at our feet. She made us wait and see what's going to happen. She will help us. The Sphinx will help us. No, I will start again. He said, okay, no. I will do this myself. I will start this business of investigation again myself. I will start soon to investigate to see what happens. I will bring it all to light myself. I will clear things away myself. I will clear it out completely. Apollo is right. And so are you, Crayon. Apollo أنه على حق وأنت أيضا يا كريون وأنت أيضا. To turn our attention back to the murderer, to the murdered man. Now you have me to fight for you. You will see. He said, yeah, now I will tell you and I will show you. I will do my job. I will do, and I will show you what I will do. I am the land's avenger by all rights. أنا المنتقم الجبار. Wow. What? I am the land's avenger. Al-Muntaqimu. Yeah. So he's going to take revenge for all the city. Yeah. By all rights. في كل المقاييس وفي عين كل الحقوق. Wow. And Apollo's champion too. And I am the God's champion because I'm a king. And I will do this job in a great way. But not to assist some distant kinsman, no. For my own sake, I will rid us of this corruption. He said, I'm not doing this because I want to clear my kinsman. Who's his kinsman? Who is his kinsman? Who? Not to assist some distant kinsman. Who? Boys, girls, whom do you think he means? What kinsman? Who? Boys, huh?
الحاشية.
No, kinsman, one. But not, he said, but not to assist some distant kinsman, no. For my own sake, I will rid us of this corruption. What does he mean?
Soldiers, maybe?
Sorry?
Soldiers?
No, that's
His
one.
guards?
He said kinsman, one.
Like
His
a minister
bodyguard?
or something?
Who?
Bodyguard.
No.
A
What do you mean?
minister?
Crayon.
The king.
Wazir.
Well, listen, he said, I, the king, I will not assist some distant kinsman. أنا الملك لن أساعد قريبا بعيدا لي. قريبا بعيدا لي. من هو القريب البعيد له؟
الموت.
His family?
Oh.
Members of family?
The relatives.
Brother.
Relatives.
Who?
Brother.
لك يا
أبوه
شباب.
king.
ايوه لك مين الحكى هذا؟ يا
سعيد.
سعيد.
Guys.
You are my boy. Yes, he means the king. He means the old king. He said, I'm not doing this to help my distant relative. Why he's saying distant kinsman? Why? Because now he thinks he's married to the queen, and therefore he is related to the old king, being the husband of the present queen. And that's why he said distant kinsman. قريبي قريب البعيد. كيف قريب البعيد؟ يعني isn't it? He is the husband of the queen, and that king was the king, and the queen here was his wife, and now he is the husband of this queen. Therefore he is related to the old king by marrying the same queen. This is, he means distant relation. He's saying, I'm not doing this now to help my previous king and to take revenge for him because he was killed. I'm not doing it only for him. Yeah. Notice, not to assist some distant kinsman. No, I'm not doing it for Laius before. Yeah, he's my, now, of course, now I have married his wife. Therefore, I am related to him somehow related. That's why he said distant. That's why he said distant kinsman for my own sake. He said, I'm doing it for myself because maybe that man one day will come and kill me. So I am doing a double really job here. Defending my previous king, myself as the present king. For my own sake, I will rid us. You see, I will do, and I will get rid of this, or all of us, me, the king, and the whole city, of this corruption. من الفساد ذاته، من ذاك الفساد ذاته عينه. ومن هو الفساد؟ من هو؟ Who? He is the corruption himself. But of course now he doesn't know, but we know. We know. Notice, whoever killed the king may decide to kill me too. So that's why he's explaining. With the same violent hand, by avenging Laius, I defend myself. He said it. Now I'm doing this for myself. And I'm taking revenge for Laius. I'm avenging Laius. Actually, I am avenging for myself. I'm defending myself. Quickly, my children, up from the steps. Take up your branches now. One of you summon the city here before us. Tell them I will do everything. God help us. So he said, okay, let me tell you everything. And I think here we have the chorus coming to speak about what's going on. Please, ladies and gentlemen, read the whole thing carefully because it's lovely really to read it all word for word because it's a lovely play. I will stop here and I'll continue next time from there. Okay? Any questions?
Okay. No,
Any
doctor.
questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor.
Very thank you, doctor.
Okay.
Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, and happy Ramadan. Enjoy yourselves, all of you. Okay,
Thank you,
that's
Doctor.
it then. I will stop recording and goodbye.
Thank you, Doctor.